In this video, we are going to go over inverse variation, and we're also going to solve two problems. But it's important to first go over what is inverse variation. So here's our kind of formula. It says y is equal to k divided by x. K is a constant, it does not change. And when the x value gets bigger, the y value gets smaller. This is the main idea. When x gets bigger, the y value gets smaller. So examples of inverse variation in your everyday life, it could be time it takes to finish painting a house and the number of people working. So if you have more people who are working, the house will be painted faster. Also, time a trip takes and the speed travel. So if you drive faster, then the amount of time it will take you to get to your destination will be shorter. So those are two concrete examples of inverse variations. So now we're going to solve two concrete problems. This says y varies inversely as x, and if y is 20 when x is equal to 2, we want to determine what is k and what is y when x is equal to 8. So the main thing, it says that it varies inversely, so we know we get to use the inverse formula. So we can say y is equal to k divided by x. And we're given y is 20 when x is 2, but we don't know the k value. And in this problem, we want to determine what is k. So in order to determine the value of k, we need to get rid of this dividing by 2. We can do that if you multiply this piece by 2, and if you multiply the piece on the right by 2, you have to multiply the piece on the left by 2. And so we're going to get k is equal to 20 times 2 is going to give us 40. And we can always check, what's 40 divided by 2? 40 divided by 2 is in fact 20. So this is our first answer, but there's another part. What is y when x is equal to 8? So this time, they gave us the x value, and we already solved for k. So we have all the pieces to solve for y. So again, we're going to use that formula. So y is equal to k divided by x. We know k is 40, and we know in this problem it says when x is equal to 8. So 40 divided by 8 would give us 5. So for the second part of the problem, y would be 5. Okay, this is the second problem. If you want to pause the video and attempt it, feel free. So it says y varies inversely as x. So again, we're going to use this formula. And if x is equal to 10, k is equal to 50. So a little bit different than our last problem. And we want to solve for y for this above case. So let's use our formula. Y is equal to k divided by x. And they gave us k is 50. And they gave us x is 10. So 50 divided by 10, we would get 5. So here, y is equal to 5. Now our second part says, what is y when x is equal to 5? So we want to solve for y when x is equal to 5. And again, k is a constant. It does not change. So k is still 50. So let's say y is equal to k. K is still going to be 50 divided by x, and x is 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10. So our second part of the question, the y value would be 10. And that's pretty much it regarding inverse variation.